Welcome. My name is Brandon. Before I talk about this mall, I'm going to share the thoughts that went through my head the first time I visited Southridge in Des Moines, Iowa. Oh hey, I recognize this mall from YouTube. Huh. Looks like it must have been demalled. Oh well. Won't be able to make a video, but at least someone else has. Maybe I should make an exterior video. Some people turn their noses up at them, but at least I can prove I was here. I wish I could get into these hallways. Hey, this place has an entrance. What a coincidence to find this mere weeks after learning that Knollwood Mall still has an interior. Maybe I'll do a 2-in-1 video. Knollwood has 3 tenants. I wonder how many Southridge has. Maybe it'll have 4. Oh boy, look at this hallway. I wonder how many tenants are in here. I see 1. Maybe I should play some vaporwave or synth music as a joke. Yeah, let's jam out in this cool long hallway. Now here's a fun mall fact. That woman is probably in her 30s now. Oh wow. I did not realize it was this mall. I recognize that center court. This is just a little too much. Alright, time to be serious. I obviously did not run away, but I thought it would make a fun introduction. I intended to make a more horrific video, but it felt wrong. Many people in Des Moines have good memories of this mall. However, I included a scary introduction to share my emotions while in this mall. On my first visit in 2022, however, I was not scared. I was in awe. I was dumbfounded to walk around what seemed like an abandoned mall that was somehow open to the public. After filming, I left the mall and immediately messaged my mall friends that I had what felt like a religious experience. That same night after visiting Southridge, I started editing this video. Yes, I've been working on this video off and on for 18 months. Before returning in 2023, I watched my spooky introduction and chuckled. This is ridiculous, I thought. But rather than trash this, let's see how I feel after my second visit. I entered the long hallway again and was instantly filled with dread. On my second visit, I noticed the lack of any sound other than my own footsteps echoing throughout the mall. Everything felt wrong. Why was I so scared so much more on my second visit? A quick side note, there is nothing beyond that blue wall, except for a little outdoor playground. Oh good, the mall has open restrooms. I might as well use them. A slight tangent. When I was a small child, I hated loud noises. I had nightmares about speakers, helicopters, and flushing toilets in public restrooms. In the Southridge restroom, I did what I needed to do and then stood there frozen in terror. I had to flush the toilet. I had to flush the loud, public toilet, but I couldn't. I was 4 years old all over again. I told myself, "You are a grown man. You have a house, a job, and a loving wife. You are not a child. But why was I so scared? It took all my energy to pull that handle. I immediately covered my ears and... No! No, 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 no! You may think I was trying to make a joke, but everything I've said was true. Maybe you laughed, or maybe you recalled old childhood fears. All right, I've been putting it off long enough. Time for mall history. Developer General Growth Properties opened Southridge in southern Des Moines in October 1975, mere months after the opening of Valley West Mall in West Des Moines. The Des Moines metro area now had 4 full-size enclosed malls. Southridge's original anchors were Yonkers and, just Yonkers. The mall's second anchor, Sears, did not open until 1977. The following year, the mall was already expanding. It added a new wing and a third anchor, Montgomery Ward's. Richard Gordman opened as a 4th anchor in the new wing in 1982. A couple of years later, General Growth Properties sold Southridge to the Equitable Life Assurance Society of the United States, but GGP continued to manage the property. Now, you may not be ready for this next bit. Oh no, it is not horrific or anything like that. This is so much better. I remember reading about this and thinking, what, really? No way. Southridge once had a water slide called the Hydro Tube. People would walk up a tower inside the mall onto the roof. Up there were 2 water slides that people could ride back down. A company out of Oregon constructed the slides after successfully opening several locations on the West Coast and Detroit, Michigan. The Southridge slides did not even last a year. They opened and closed in 1985. The tower, however, stood above the mall for another 2 decades. That brown structure you see in the distance of Nathan Bush's video was the tower. Not long after selling Southridge, General Growth Properties announced a Northridge Mall. They had been planning the mall for several years, but by the time of the announcement, the Des Moines economy had slowed down. GGP would have had to poach department stores from other malls. After being denied a federal grant, GGP gave up, at least for the time being. In 1987, a Dillard's was announced, but never constructed. The department store was also announced and canceled at Valley West Mall. Dillard's finally opened in the new Jordan Creek over 15 years later. In 1992, a Target was constructed at the northern end of the expansion. It had an entrance into the mall, so Southridge now had 5 anchors. Richard Gordman closed in the 1990s. The location became a JCPenney. In 1999, Equitable Life Assurance Society of the United States sold Southridge to Mace Reach Company for $37.5 million. That same year, Montgomery Ward's closed. The building was demolished in 2006. Moving into the 21st century, in 2004, General Growth Properties returned to the area and opened the massive 2 million square foot Jordan Creek Town Center in western Des Moines. Its opening hurt all malls in the Des Moines metro area, including Southridge. In an attempt to compete with Jordan Creek, the owners of Southridge remodeled the shopping center and added a children's play area and updated the restrooms near the food court. They added Steve & Barry's near the JCPenney's in 2007, but that place closed in 2008 due to corporate bankruptcy. The space later became Value Villa. It is now empty. JCPenney closed on May 28, 2011. The Des Moines Area Community College moved into the JCPenney space in the mid-2010s. Tenants were departing in large numbers. In 2012, with so many empty storefronts, the mall owners started the demalling of Southridge. Management tore down most of the original mall, including the newly remodeled section. The owners left only anchors and the 1981 expansion. The owners constructed out-facing stores where much of the original mall had been. If the owners could have seen a mere 4 years into the future, would they have demolished more of the mall? Sears closed in 2016, Yonkers in 2018. We are almost out of mall footage. I am done with history, but I will share a little more personal commentary outside. Let's silently watch this bit of footage of an area no longer open to the public. The first time I saw Southridge was on YouTube in 2020, mere months before I started my own channel. I did not remember the long hallway, but I never forgot that center court. The mall was less dead and had a few stores, and even some kids' rides in the hallway. 2 years later, during my visit, the interior section had nothing going for it. I remember seeing a woman walk into the center court area, look around in befuddlement, and turn around to leave. This mall still has a little bit of beauty, but the place always makes me so uncomfortable. However, I do feel bad trash talking the mall. Do you have good memories of Southridge? I would love to hear them. Thank you for joining me on this tour of the remains of Southridge in Des Moines, Iowa. If you know the history of Des Moines malls, you might guess the next video should be Kaleidoscope at the Hub. Unfortunately, I did not get there in 2022, and then I thought it had been totally demolished in 2023. Oops, I have learned half of Kaleidoscope still stands. Since I did not film Kaleidoscope, the next video will be about the Beast, the mall I am supposed to hate for killing other malls. Yes, we'll be visiting Jordan Creek Town Center, a mall that I actually kind of liked. And on that note, I hope you have a great day. Take care.